I see a lot of sellers in the forums and stuff. I've been doing this for a long time. They'll say, "Oh, I got a hijacker on my listing. Or they'll do one of these promotions, these search find buys, where they send out a free product in exchange for hoping to get some reviews. They couch it under
Yeah.
different things, but the ultimate goal is to get rank and reviews. And then the person that got this free product really doesn't care for this product, doesn't want the product, probably never even opened and used it, just wrote a review, and now they're selling it on another listing. And they think that's counterfeiting or hijacking, and it's really not, because it's something called the first sale doctrine in the U.S. Can you explain what that is and how it's
Yeah.
different in the U.S. versus like in your London office? There's different rules.
I think it's probably, safe for those listening to understand generally, really in every market around the world, that it's fine to buy and resell product. Okay. We call it the first sale doctrine in the US. and other countries of the world, it's maybe called exhaustion doctrine or the exhaustion principle or things like that. And what that means is that once a manufacturer or a brand makes something and sells it the first time, so you make a widget, you sell it to a distributor, that distributor then goes and resells it down the chain. Once you sell it that first time to the distributor, it can be bought and resold. So somebody could say, I have a Kevin brand widget, and that's what I'm reselling. And that's okay. They're allowed to use your, information, your brand and things to resell. That's really what that means. And that's really why, if you really think about it, things like marketplaces can exist in the first place is because of that rule. Otherwise, people couldn't just take it and resell it. And so that's really what brands are grappling with every day, is how do we, in the face of that rule, manage to control our sales on a platform like it is.
Now, I can have an agreement with a distributor, right? That says if I do this in advance of actually shipping them or agreeing to sell them product, that basically restricts them from, like, you're not allowed to sell this on Amazon. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't sell it to somebody who then turns around and does it, and it still makes its way there through the back door, in essence. But I can do things like that to protect myself if I want to, right?